Hey guys, this is Classics on Point with Scott Brown.
And Victoria Davis.
And today we're going to talk about Chinatown, directed by Roman Polanski.
Once
It's very much a slow burn film.
Right.
Which, for me, first time I watched it, I was just very much like, why is this movie so, like, just considered amazing? Mm-hmm. And then, we'll get into this later, but then it gets to it, and you're like, okay, I get it now, and I adore this film.
Yeah, I had to actually really, get into the film to actually understand it, but it takes you a bit to get there, and I don't think you actually fully get there until, the very end. Because,
literally the last 5 minutes.
Because it comes full circle. Because at first I was like, seriously, this is how it's going to end? But then I thought about, if you go back and it might be one of those movies that you have to even watch twice.
Oh, definitely.
Because when you have to really listen to the dialogue. This is not a movie that you can watch with your phone in your hand or...
you have to pay attention. It is shocking, and it won't... Even if you are caught up on noir, neo-noir, anything of that the darker stories and films in the modern context, the ending is still going to shock you because you're just of the context and the characters involved and just the way the film ends. When it fades to black, you're just like, that's it?
It's kind of like it's like a surgeon not finishing his surgery. You're like, seriously? I'm just lying down on this table bleeding out. It's fine now.
It's the political revelations throughout the film as well, and what is actually happening are really interesting as well, especially living in California. You understand why this is such a big thing.
I mean, water here is such a big deal, and that's what this. I mean, the whole it's like a twofold story. You've got the love story going on, but you've also have the story of the drought and all of the politics. So, what did you think of the character development in the story throughout the chapters?
JJ he's such an interesting character. The way he starts out is just so narcissistic and nepotistic as well.
It's interesting how it what we have right now with so many movies where New York is the iconic symbol of this is where all this happens, but Chinatown in this film and in many other films is treated very much like a Las Vegas, almost kind of like Sin City.
Yeah. Even though it's set in LA.
Yeah, so. And so it's Chinatown is almost, at least in this film, is a symbol for the dark place. What I know what shocked me in this movie was the odd kind of, oh yeah, it's okay to kind of toss around your girl or your wife or whatever. Because when, he's asking, Miss Moore to tell him the truth, he's throwing her around and slapping her multiple times, and then when he goes to Curly's house, the wife just opens the door and she's got a black eye, and no one says anything, and it's just, it's almost like, and I know that it was something that back in the day it wasn't really a issue as much as it is now.
That does not hold up as well today.
No.
At all, and it makes just watching it makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was shocking to me that it wasn't even, because I kept when she opened the door, I was like, is he not gonna say anything? It's just something normal, because he was very against. Right, it was. I mean, which is something though that you see in a lot of kind of old, especially PI and journalism films, is you see a lot of women kind of getting slapped around. But that's not the issue. The issue is still the story. But at least for me and for most of us who are in this kind of generation, this time period that are watching it, are like, wait, but that's an issue too, and it's not really addressed, and it should be.
Yeah.
But
absolutely it should be, but
back then it just
times
wasn't.
have changed.
Yeah, but back then it just wasn't. It was just part of the everyday, which is something very different, something that you would not see in a movie now.
It's definitely something you can track from filmmaking and from then to now, and how filmmakers address certain topics in different ways. All this stuff is what I think makes it a classic, as well as just the influence it has. Even on someone, character, in comic books, Jessica Jones, and now her Netflix series as well.
Yeah.
this film influences that in making her a PI and making her very much a strong woman, addressing a lot of issues that are brought up in this film, just in different ways. And this film, and that's just one example of what this film has influenced other creators. All right, but those are pretty much all our thoughts on Chinatown. Like, I think you should definitely check it out, especially if you're interested in crime, neo-noir, and anything of like that 70s area, anything political, anything brings up a lot of topics that a lot of things are not willing to bring up. And just, if you want to see an excellently made film as well.
It's a timeless classic, hence why we're talking about it.
Exactly. All right. Thanks for watching Classic Some Point. Hope to see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.